Kenyatta National Hospital, being a referral hospital, serves patients from all over the country and even beyond. We have also noticed that there's a potential to attract patients from all over the world. I mean, we are getting to a level whereby the world is becoming a global village. And if we are able to offer good services, we can attract patients from everywhere. The project agreement was done in 2009 with three financiers. That's Badea, Offit, and the Saudi Fund. We managed to start the construction in 2018, August 2018 to be specific.
The project is supposed to run for 104 weeks up to 20th of August 2020. The purpose of the project is to establish a burns management center and a pediatric emergency.
For the burns center, we will have outpatient areas, we'll have theaters, we'll have consultation rooms, we'll have wards, and all the amenities that are associated with it. Right now, we have burns unit, we have the wards in different places, we have the theaters in different places. So we want to consolidate the burns center to have all facilities under one roof. For the emergency unit, that is pediatric emergency unit, we'll also cater for pediatric patients, especially in emergency situations. It becomes like a casualty area. Unlike the main casualty that caters for adults, we have a smaller pediatric emergency unit that is quite crowded. And again, just like the burns unit, is not consolidated into one space. We have the wards at level 3 and the emergency unit in one place. They end up using the theaters in the other, in the main hospital tower block. So again, this is to consolidate these facilities. We have outpatient consultation, we have a newborn unit, we have a nursery, we have mothers' hostel, where the mothers who are nursing the small babies or who are looking after the small babies in the emergency unit are able to stay as they breastfeed, and they're also able to take care of the children. So we have two centers in one, housed in one building but running independently. So it will be an all-in-one facility for all pediatric emergency cases. The total cost of the project at tenders, or rather when we awarded to the contractor, was 2.97 billion for construction. But the aspect of equipping and furnishing the facility, which right now we have funding from the three financiers, which amounts to about 1.2 billion Kenya shillings. But we also we are anticipating a gap that needs to be covered either by GOK or any potential donors or financiers who would be willing to plug in. But at least for the construction, we have a firm figure of 2.9, at least as at award of the contract. Construction, furnishing and equipping, we have a further 1.2 billion, but due to the time lag and the fact that the project has delayed, we anticipate the costs going higher. The technology that was planned for from 2009 is different, so we might expect quite some escalation of the costs, especially for the equipment. And the equipment has also, whatever was designed at that particular point might be obsolete by now, and the costs factoring in inflation rates might have gone higher than initially anticipated.
On completion, the project is supposed to contain 82 beds for the burn center, 14 for the ICU, and 6 for the high dependency beds. While the pediatric center is supposed to contain 82 beds, 24 ICU, and 6 high dependency beds. The basement is complete, ground floor is complete, first floor is 70% done, second floor 60% done, and now we are moving to the third floor. Third floor and fourth floor, we have the structural part of it going forward, but we don't have the partitioning and other services provided because the consultants have not brought the designs to use on site. What the contractor has right now are the plans for ground basement, ground floor, first floor, and second floor. But he has work going on and things to work on. So as the other designs come, he'll just be in a position to move on with them.
So some of the challenges we faced in the project include adequate funding, because like I said, the project has stayed for a long time, and there has been cost escalations over time. The other challenge that we have is the aspect of contractual issues. Even before we were able to start the project, we had a lot of challenges at tender stage and getting the right contractor, the right price, who would be able to carry out the project. The other challenge is the fact that we have different financials and their modes of operation are different. We realize that there's need for a lot of cohesion, a lot of communication, but the financials, that is Badea, OFID and Saudi Fund, are not represented in the country. And it's also multi-sectoral, because we are talking of Ministry of Finance, that is the Treasury, as well as Ministry of Health and KNH. So coming together to iron out all the issues and ensure the project runs is a bit more difficult compared to a project that is financed solely by the government of Kenya, and funds are domiciled within the hospital. Due to the different challenges I've mentioned, payment to the contractor and to the consultants has delayed, and this has slowed down the works at some point because they found it a bit difficult to work without the payment.
There are also challenges due to delays of revisions or alterations due to the user interest in the process of implementation.
One of the things that we have done is to ensure that the project implementation team meets regularly to look at the challenges, understand them, and deal with them before they become bigger challenges. The other thing is just trying to ensure that the financials are in the know. We do monthly reports to update them and to let them know of the challenges that we're facing, especially financial. So we've already started planning for the equipping stage so that we are able to look for funds, as well as have properly consolidated equipment list and be able to plan for the procurement of equipment before the completion of the project. And lastly, it's just closer monitoring and evaluation of the project, as well as supervision on site, to ensure that especially technical challenges are sorted out and dealt with.
We've done communication with the Ministry of Health and the Treasury, so that when the payment certificates are done from this our end, they are able to process it with the government of Kenya and the other development partners that are involved in the construction of this project in terms of funding.
In the course of the works, in the course of the construction works, we have minimal incidents. We don't want to have any fatalities in the course of this project. Create awareness to all the workers, and then to ensure that in their works, in the operations, they observe the safety procedures so that we don't have any fatalities. We have the least injuries from onset to completion. We are happy with the project by the fact that the end result, it will accommodate more patients and reduce the pressure on the existing facility, as we can see.
I'd just like to say that this project has come a long way, and despite the many challenges that we had, we are finally on course, and it's moving. It's currently at about 40%. So I can assure anyone who would like to invest in the project that the management of the project is on course, and the project is actually running. Kenyatta National Hospital, being the referral hospital and being at the apex of healthcare in the country, will go a long way in ensuring that we meet our objectives of universal healthcare for all. And with that facility up there, we'll be able to free up space from the tower block so that we can be able to support the rest of the hospital. And as part of the Big Four agenda, that is universal healthcare, we'll be able to achieve these objectives and move forward so that we are able to especially give proper care for burns patients as well as our children who are the future of this country. Thank you.